Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. Today we are going to discuss about the problems based on minimum and maximum. So this is one of the problem taken from Hacker Earth. Given a series of n positive integers, which is namely a1, a2, a3 up to an, find the minimum and maximum values that can be calculated by summing exactly n minus 1 of the n integers. Then print the respective minimum and maximum values as a single line of two space separated long integer. So here we need to notice down. So we have to use long integers and we have to print minimum and maximum values, and that can be calculated by summing exactly n minus 1 of the given n numbers. So this is what the problem. The input format, first line we are having the value n, that is number of values we are going to get, that is n, and second line we are having n different values separated by space, all are integers. So output format, we need to give two outputs, one is minimum value and another one is maximum value. The constraint is here, so n can be from 0 to 1000001, that much is the n value range, and the values may be from 0 to 10 power 13. So because of this 10 power 13 we have to use the uh, data type long integer. So sample input and sample output is given here. So when you are taking the sample input, it is 5, that is the n value is 5, and next line you are getting the values are 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So we need to calculate the summation first. So sum by exactly n minus 1 integers. Okay. So first the total number is 5. So you need to take 4 numbers and you have to add. First time we can leave the 5 and remaining things you can add. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 10. Second time you can leave 4 and you can add the remaining things. So if you add 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 11. Next you can leave 3 and you can add the remaining. So 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, so that is 12. Then you can leave 2 and you can add the remaining. So 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1, that is the 13, and next you can leave the 1 and you can add the remaining things, that is 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3, that is 14. So here the values are by adding exactly n minus 1 integers. They were starting from 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So the minimum value is 10 and the maximum value is 14. So this is how the logic work for this particular problem. So here is the explanation. So if we sum except 1, the summation is 14. If we sum except 2, our summation is 13. If you sum except 3, then the summation is 12. If we sum except 4, our summation is 11. If you sum except 5, then the summation is 10. So the minimum value is getting when you are accepting 5, so the value is 10. The maximum value is getting when you are accepting the 1, the value is 14. So you need to print the value of minimum value first and space maximum value. So the output will be 10 space 14. So here is the program has been given. So here, as we have already seen, we have as per the instruction given in the program, so we have given long integer and we have declared a of n, minimum, maximum and summation to find the values. And first we are getting the n value. So based on our input, that is sample input, it is 5, and we are using for loop. So using this for loop for 5 times, we are getting the value and we are storing it in a of I. So after completing the first step, you will get the value a of I is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay. And then we are setting the values: minimum a comma a is 0, maximum also a of 0, and summation is a of 0. So when the first time it has been initialized, the first value will be initialized for all the values. So a of 0 means 1 will be assigned for minimum, maximum and summation. And we are using another one for loop from 1 to n, that is 5 times it will be going. So now if a of I greater than maximum, so the initial value is here is first time the a of 1, the value is 1. So we are checking whether the a of I greater than maximum or not. So if it is maximum, then we will have to replace the value. So here it is not maximum, because a of I is 1, a of I maximum value is also 1. So the maximum value is 1, and a of I less than minimum. So here minimum value is 1, a of I also 1, so the value is only 1. And then we are adding the values. Sum plus is equal to a of I. So sum plus is initially it is a of I. So here the value is 1. So this is how it will be working. Okay. And then when you are the loop is going for the second time, the second value is 2, and we are checking with the a of I value and a of maximum value. So now the a of I value is 2, and the maximum value, when you are executing this particular line, the maximum value is 1. So the condition is failed. So not failed, the a of I is greater than maximum value, so we have to replace the maximum value is 2. So now maximum value is 2. And when you are coming to the minimum value comparison, the maximum a of I is 1, the minimum value is 1. So a of I is 2, minimum value is 1. So this loop, we no need to update the value of minimum 1, and here we need to add the value. So 1 plus 2, it is 3. And then when you are coming to the third position, the value is 3. So now the a of I value is 3, the maximum value is 2. So here a of I is greater, maximum value is smaller, so we are replacing the maximum value with the 3. And minimum value, when you are coming, 3 is a of I is 3, minimum value is 1, so no need to change, but you need to add the value here. So the total value is, so when you are going for the next loop, a of I is 4, the value is 4, and a of I value is 4 now, maximum value is 3. So we need to compare these two, and this a of I has the greater value, so we need to replace the maximum value with 4. Here when you are comparing a of I with the minimum value, it is not going to be replaced, 1 is going to be retained, and then we need to place the value. So the value is 10 now. And then again when you are coming to the first last value, that is 5, a of value is 5, maximum value is 4, so you need to replace the maximum value with the 5. So 5 is maximum, and here 5 minimum value is 1. The comparison minimum is the less than this one, so we need to retain the same value, and the summation value become 15. So this is how your for loop will be, entire for loop will be executed. So after executing the for loop, for output, what we are printing is, we are printing two values. One is sum minus maximum and sum minus minimum. So sum, the value is 15, minus minimum value, it is 1, so you will get 14 as the value. 14 is your value. And same way for next one, and this is for calculating the maximum value, sorry, minimum value. And next one is sum, the value is 15, minus maximum value, from the table you can find it is 5. So maximum value is 5, so the output what you are getting is 10. So now you need to print these two values so that you can get the output. So first value, maximum value, you need to print by separating the maximum value with the sorry, minimum value you can find out by separating the maximum value minus the sum. So 15 minus 5 you will get 10, and the minimum value you are getting by subtracting uh, the sum minus minimum, so you are getting 14, that is the maximum value. So in between you need to give a space, so we have given the space in the printf statement itself. So this is how we are calculating the minimum and maximum value for a given set of numbers which is holded in array by summing of exactly n minus 1 integer from the given n integer. Thank you.